Hello, everyone. This is Dr. O from Human Service Consultants. Welcome to Therapy Clips with Dr. O. Today, our topic will focus on 5 common challenges in early recovery. So, what we need to understand is that everyone who attempts to stop using substances run into situations that make it difficult to maintain abstinence. There are 5 common situations that are encountered during the first few weeks of treatment. So what we need to do is understand possible alternatives for handling these situations. Challenge number 1. Friends and associates who use. You want to continue to associate with old friends, but these friends may be using substances. That's the challenge. What's the new approach? The new approach is to make new friends at 12-step or mutual help meetings. You need to participate in new activities or hobbies that will increase your chances of meeting abstinent people. You need to plan activities with abstinent friends or family members. Challenge number 2. Anger and irritability. There are small events that can create feelings of anger that seem to preoccupy your thoughts and could lead to relapse. So what's the approach? The new approach is to remind yourself that recovery involves a healing of brain chemistry. Strong, unpredictable emotions are a natural part of recovery. So what you should do is you should engage in exercise. If you had anger management with me, you should remember all of the anger management techniques and strategies that we've talked about in session. But what you can also do is you need to talk to a friend or a counselor, therapist, about whatever your emotions and your feelings are. Challenge number 3. Substances in the home. You have decided to stop using, but other people in your house may be still using. So what can you do? What's the approach? Get rid of all drugs and alcohol. Ask others to refrain from using and drinking at home. And not only at home, but in group settings, at NA meetings, at AA meetings, hanging out in the community. After group meetings. This is a serious situation that you need to not engage in the activity and to be strong enough to understand that if you are to remain on the road to recovery, you must give up certain activities and certain things. If you continue to have a problem, think about leaving the situation, moving out of the home if you live in a particular home where there's drug use or alcohol use. If you can't move out, leave out early in the morning. Go out and involve yourself in positive activities. Make a plan for your life. Carry out the plan for your life. Go other places where there's no drug use or alcohol use. In other words, change your environment. Change your mindset. And remember, you are in a war against your own body. So fight each and every day. Challenge number 4, boredom and loneliness. Well, I'm going to say, and I'm going to be direct with you, that boredom and loneliness is a part of life. It's going to come. Both. Being bored is going to come, and being lonely is going to come. Please develop your own coping strategies when you're facing these situations. So, boredom and loneliness, once again, when you stop using substances, that means that those activities that you did for fun and the people that you did it with, you must avoid. Once again, you must avoid. Because what you'll find yourself doing is going back to those old patterns of behavior that is not conducive to your recovery. So the new approach is put new activities in your schedule. Go back to activities you enjoyed before your addiction took over. Develop new friends at 12-step or mutual support meetings or in any other type of environment where people are not engaged in drug use. So you may ask yourself, what type of environments? Let me chime in on that for just a minute or two. I am talking about environments like college settings where groups of people are more than likely engaged in intellectual pursuits, job training programs, church activities. These are some of the environments where you can possibly find new friends and be on a path to new activities. And the final challenge is, what do you do when you're in situations that represent special occasions? For example, parties, dinners, business meetings, birthdays, holidays. These are very difficult situations because other people are doing things like drinking alcoholic beverages, and it is something that you cannot do, even if it's not your drug of choice. Because see, what happens is when you engage in behaviors that's related to alcohol use and drug use, what's going to happen is it may trigger you into other drug using type of activity. So what's the approach? Have a plan for answering questions about not using substances. Start your own abstinence celebrations and traditions. Have your own transportations to and from events so that you can leave these situations when you become uncomfortable. Once again, your own transportation to and from events. And leave the environment if you become uncomfortable and start to feel deprived because you really, may be beginning to engage in the behavior that's going to lead to a slip and possibly a full-blown relapse. This is Dr. O. I'm from Human Service Consultant, and we will engage in activities that can help you along the path of staying clean. So here's a couple questions for you. Are some of these issues likely to be a problem for you in the next few weeks? Which one? And how will you handle them? So once again, this is Dr. O. This ends our presentation. I'd like to thank you for your time and your attention. I'd like for you to seriously think about what we've just talked about so that you can stay sober and clean. I'd like to ask you to be blessed today. I'd like to ask you to engage in activities that's going to promote a different lifestyle for you. I want to say, love always. We need more love in the world. We need more happiness in the world. Do things that's going to make yourself happy. Do not depend on someone else to create happiness for you. Create it for yourself. And with these words, I like to say, until we meet again, be blessed.